Hi, we're here with Secrets of Lockerbie again, and today we're having a chat with Justin. Justin, you came to Lockerbie from another school. You spent 5 years at Lockerbie. You probably spent all of your primary life at that other school. Can you tell us why you came to Lockerbie and what the differences were and what life at Lockerbie was like for you in that 5 years?
I came to Lockerbie because the school that I was at primary school, was a class of 30, and my parents and I, we thought that I was being left behind. I wasn't being noticed, and I was not getting the grades that we considered our standards. So we came to Lockerbie. I was not excited at first because I heard it was a small school. But then after I came to Lockerbie, there was a combination of boys and girls. But in my class personally, there was only 3 people in my class. That was Riley, Cody, and I. And we became close friends because there was no one else to have friends with back then. But then other students started to come to Lockerbie, and there was more options to choose from of friends and who you wanted to be friends with and who you didn't want to be friends with. It's not everyone's perfect, but it was better in the 2nd and 3rd year that I was here because more students, the school became bigger. And when I came here, I found out that you had something called a PSA, where I can't remember the exact what it's called, what it stands for, but it's when you have a teacher and you could go to her with your problems at home, your problems at school, if you're falling behind on homework, anything like that. You can go with her, go to them, with any of your problems, and they will deal with it with the best of your ability. And if they did not understand what to do, Lockerbie has an education psychologist on hand, and they could easily go to talk to them and find out how to deal with the student's problem and come back to the student and try and explain or just figure out solutions on how to fix their problems. I really like that because as I said, in my old school, I felt I was being left out, so I was glad with all the attention I was getting. And actually, when there was a TV show, Flash, when it first came out, it came out once a year, and my PSA actually realized that around this time my grades actually went down, and she called me into her classroom and we sat down and talked on why my grades were so low. And I told her that Flash, a new season of Flash came out, and well, she was upset that I was watching Flash instead of doing my homework and studying and everything. So instead of quarreling with me, she sat down, she created a timetable for when I get home to do my homework, have a little relaxation, eat, and study, and then at the end of the day, I still had time to watch Flash because of the the timetable that was given. I could do all these things and still watch Flash. And after I followed the timetable, I actually realized that my grades were actually going back up. So I was very glad that the school had a PSAs for each student. There was probably at the time about 4, every teacher had like 4 students for a PSA. And when I first came, as I said, the school was very small. So there was a room downstairs that it was the junior lounge, and when it was break, we all ran to the couch and we would be sitting on the couch and playing on our iPads the whole break, the whole lunch. And after a while, I did not like the amount of technology I was using, and I realized that we had basketball hoops and a court and basketballs, and so I decided to get my own small circle and started playing basketball. And after a while, I realized that almost the whole school was outside playing basketball with me. And then we switched over from basketball to road tennis, and I really excelled in road tennis because I'm a competitive person, so I didn't like losing. I exceeded in road tennis, but as well as I exceeded in sports, I still exceeded in my education. I really liked accounts. I know a lot of people don't like accounts. My teacher realized that I was really, really good in accounts. So we got together and we really focused on accounts. And in the end, I actually got a 1 with the 3 A's as the details. Some people call it a distinction. And it was actually my teacher's first 1, which I'm very proud of. And Lockerbie is not all about studying about work and strict about work. We had field trips that we went on. And other schools, when we went on field trips, all we would do is go there, look at something, and go back to school. And I felt like I didn't learn anything at my primary school. But at Lockerbie, when we went to the field trips, the teachers had questions for us, and it was a competition between the houses, the color houses. There was blue, green, and red, and I was in green. And as I said, I was a very competitive person, so I would pay attention to all the details that was going on and answer the questions to the best of my ability. And we would team up with the whole house, and we would getting the same answers. And like if one person thought it would be that, we would like reason it out. It was very fun, and we really did enjoy the field trips because not only it was a break from school, but it was more competition, which I liked. So that was very good. And even though Lockerbie had a lot of schoolwork, the classes are hour long, which I had to get accustomed to. The breaks were very short at that time back then. We had a class, we even had in our curriculum Taekwondo, which I found was very good for me because I had a lot of energy because I was like 12 years old. So I really liked the activity in my own curriculum. So I would be really excited for it, and we would have to dress up into our sportswear, and we would be stretching, we would be kicking, and one time Adrian would actually bring these noodles. They were short noodles, and we would actually put our hand behind our back, and we would like not sword fight, but like hit noodles and try and hit each other on the head and everything. It wouldn't hurt because it was a noodle, and I really loved those times. And I actually, in my CXC, I did an agriculture class, and we had chickens at the school, and they laid eggs, and we would sell them to the teachers. We would sell them to our neighbors at home. We would sell them to anyone really. And AgroFest came around, and we decided to actually go to AgroFest because we never really noticed any schools or student stalls. So we decided that we would try and start that, and we went in 2017, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think we were the only student school stall there that was selling eggs. We brought our chickens, and it was really a petting zoo. We had a little cage, and chickens were there, and all the little children with their parents would come out and want to touch the chickens, so we would lift up the chickens and let them touch them and everything. And that really boosts our sales because they actually got to see how well the chickens were and how well the eggs were. So that really boosted the sales, which I really enjoyed. And actually, if we had made any profit from the chickens, students, because there was 3 of us in class, if we made any profit, we got to keep the profit divided in 3. So I really like that. After all the experiences at Lockerbie, I really enjoyed it, and I was very upset that I had to leave. But I did go to Barbados Community College. I am going to Barbados Community College to further my accounts because, as I said, I really love the accounts. I got my 1 in it. There was an opportunity that came up for me to go to a college in America, but they needed They needed a SAT mark, and Lockerbie provides SAT courses. So my parents and I decided that we would come back to Lockerbie. I come 4 hours a week, and with all the studying that I do at home and all the work I do at Lockerbie and how they help me and how intimate it is because they realize wherever I fall down in, we focus on that and then we move on to the new topic. So all the studying I do at home and all the work I do at Lockerbie, I really do think that I'm going to get my mark so I could go to my choice of school in America.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.